Hi there birdies, welcome back to the Sunny Virgo. So today we have something really special because we're doing some random questions reading. So I have my little box of questions here. Some of you may already know it from the live. I have over 100 questions over here. We're going to pull one little paper with the message you most need to hear or the question that you most need to get an answer to, I guess. And we're going to answer it and we're going to see what shows up. We have a bunch of different topics over there. So definitely check out each of your individual placements because there are going to be different questions. There are going to be different messages for you for your life. Okay. So I'm really excited for this. If you're ready, let's get into it. Hi there, Gemini. Welcome in. So your reading is what do your boss, coworkers, and clients think of you? I am going to look into all of them individually. So boss, coworkers, and then we're going to look into clients because, you know, not all of you have a boss, not all of you have coworkers, not all of you deal with clients. So just take whatever message resonates. If you're interested in a more particular point, you know, in each of those things, then I may actually do a little bit of a timestamp thing and we'll look into that. Okay. So let's see here. Let's start with the boss. So for Geminis, what do the boss think of my Geminis? What do their boss think of them? Oh, come here. Interesting. Okay, we have justice. And that kind of, yeah, that makes sense because what I was picking up on is that I don't think your boss pays too much attention to you, actually, which may sound a little bit heartbreaking. But I do have this feeling of like you're another coworker. I don't think that they have anything wrong to say about you. You know, I just don't think that they may have a lot of contact with you to have a fixed opinion about who you are. You know, I do feel like they find you as a very good employee. I do feel like they do find you as we have friendship and new beginnings here. So I do feel like at some point they do get curious about you and they're like, you know, I think Gemini would be a great friend and I would love to get to know them, but that is not really my place. You know, I feel like they really try to get this professional distance between the two of you. So there is not a lot of not a lot of things to say about you personality wise when it comes to work. I do feel like they really love the work that you do. I also feel like, especially if you deal with children, they do really love that. I really feel like they do really appreciate your connection with children, and that is something that they absolutely love. I also feel like with friendship and new beginnings, or more with this children energy and the new beginnings card, I do get this energy of like you may bring something new to the table and like new ideas, new things that they didn't really like, they never really thought about, and that is something that they really appreciate about you. It's like you're really creative and you always have like incredible ideas that always lead the business, the company, the, you know, whatever, to grow and to prosper. So they really do appreciate that about you. Let's put some tarot here to get some more information. But I really feel like there's like a big distance here. And I really don't think that it's something that they want to keep, but it's something that they need to keep. You know, so I really do feel like they are curious about you, but they don't really have a lot of involvement with you. So we have the 10 of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Knight of Swords. Wow. So I really love this because in their perspective, I do feel like there is some energy here of like watching you grow. So I do feel like you may have, you know, entered this business, this company with perhaps like going through some struggles, or I don't know, maybe you were really needing the money, or you were going through some really tough cycle. Perhaps you lost someone either physically or emotionally, and I really feel like you were struggling a little bit and finding your way and finding your ground. And I feel like this boss understood that, and they would, even if he didn't say it, I feel like they picked up on it. They could be a Libra, by the way, or another air sign. We also have Sag, but it doesn't have to be. I really just feel like they I feel like they were picking up on those things and they had a lot of compassion for you. And I also feel like that this friendship is like, if you ever need a friend, if you ever need to talk to, you should know that I'm here, but that is not really my role. But you should know that I'm here, and if you ever need anything, I'll be here to support you. But they look at you now, and look at this. This is so beautiful. We have the Six of Wands, the Judgment card, and the Nine of Cups. And I really feel like they are able to see you grow. For some of you, I'm picking up that this may actually be like a family business or something like that. And so your boss is like a parent or an older sibling or, you know, an older family member or something like that. And they have obviously watched you grow, and they have seen your evolution, and they're really proud of you for it. But obviously that is not going to be for everyone, the family thing. But I really feel like with this energy here, it's like you're now being in a place where you're yourself, and you're able to rise over your difficulties and your struggles, and you're really able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I really feel like you have shifted and transformed into someone completely different. And I feel like before you were even, you could have started as like, I don't know, I'm picking up on a little bit like assistant vibes, or maybe even has an internship or something like that. And it was like you were doing really small things, and now I really feel like you're ambitious and you're trying to rise up the ladder, and you're trying to do more, you're trying to create more, you know. And I really feel like they see that evolution, they see your ambition rising, and they see your progress and skills evolving because of it. And they do, I honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you would eventually get some sort of promotion here, because I actually think that they have been thinking about that, especially with that new beginning card. They could be thinking about like offering you a new beginning, offering you a new opportunity for a new stage of your life. So that it could definitely be something that could happen in the meantime. And I really feel like they are super curious about, like, you have already gone so far, so I'm even more curious about like the Knight of Swords towards the King of Swords, you know, like the rest of the evolution that you have ahead of you. I really feel like they're curious about that. And you could also, this doesn't necessarily, I'm getting like, I'm picking up with justice. Well, it could obviously be lawyer vibes, and with all of these books, it could definitely well be. But it could also be something around like learning. I'm also picking up on that. But it could actually be just be anything. But there is a big emphasis here on learning. So perhaps for you to get that promotion, you would have to go through some training, where you would have to go through some sort of course or workshop, and maybe you have already gone through that course or workshop and you did really well, and they were really satisfied with your work. So that's really good. That's really good, Gemini. I really love that. So let's jump right here into, whoa, hello, Coworkers. Reconciliation did want to come out, so perhaps you had some sort of falling out with a coworker and they would like to resume the friendship or something like that. Wow, okay, we have financial health and career. Honestly, I am picking up on like a coworker that could be a bit jealous. Yeah, even with boundaries here, I do feel like there is some sort of jealousy here, because again, I do feel like you are transforming and you are like evolving in this career, and I feel like you're like moving ahead, you're being ambitious, you're, you know, thriving and everything. And I do feel like there is someone here that is a bit jealous of your growth and jealous of your progress. Again, if it did have some sort of falling out with someone, I do feel like that person, it could even be the same person and there's still a little bit of jealousy attached to it, but I do feel like that person was or is really interested in connecting back with you and trying to create a better work environment and a better relationship between the two. So there's something around that. But I really feel like there is also a bit of, I'm picking up on, especially if the family business resonated, I do feel like there is someone here that is super proud of you, that is a coworker as well. But I do feel like there's definitely some jealous energy here around you. However, like there is this rainbow, right? It almost looks like a bubble. And I do feel like you're protecting yourself with those boundaries and everything. And you're keeping the good people really close to you. And the rest of the people are those blackbirds over there. It's like, okay, just go, you know? So even that person that is jealous, I don't think you let them in too much. And that could also be talking about the boundaries. Like they see you thriving, and they would like to know, like, how do you do that? What are your secrets? You know, what are your skills? What do you do? And I don't think you let them close. I don't think you really like reveal all your secrets or something like that. But I also feel like there is something here that there's like a friend that is absolutely freaking proud of you. I never really noticed that this is actually a tree made of cash. And I would almost say that, you know, I feel like your coworkers, that may not necessarily be totally 100% accurate, but they may think that you make, it's like you either earn more money than they do, like your salary, it's bigger than theirs. At least that is the perspective that they have of you. It doesn't have to be true. But I also feel like there's something here about like you know how to invest, or you have like a second job. They see you as being very wealthy and rich. And again, some people are jealous, some people are just like really freaking proud and rooting for you. I really feel like there is someone here that to be honest, I don't necessarily feel like you have a huge close relationship with your coworkers, but I do feel like there is someone that you may not totally hate, and I feel like that person definitely supports you and definitely has your back, especially if there's like any sort of work conflict. I feel like this is the person that is always with you. You know, this is the person that is always trying to help, and if anything rises up, they're the first ones to defend you. I feel like the person that is jealous, though, they only defend you when it's beneficial for them. You know, I feel like they're a bit sneaky. But so, oh yeah, oh man, that is so sweet. If this is a family business, I would even say that this is your mother. I feel like not the jealous person, but the person that is proud of you, you know? I really feel like this could be like your mother or something, or like an older sister. There's definitely, or at least someone with big feminine energy. They're definitely so proud of you. But I do feel like there is something here, like we have the Page of Cups, the Queen of Cups. There's definitely this thing of like someone who really loves you, and someone who's really like proud of you and super supportive of you. And I also feel like there's someone here that made some sort of drama, made some sort of big fuss over money, over perhaps it is over salary or something like that, and you kind of just went your separate ways. And I feel like it just caused a lot of drama. I do feel like it doesn't necessarily have to be salary or money related. It could be project related. So perhaps like a creative idea. We were talking about like how your boss sees you with like great ideas and always bringing innovation. And it could have even been like this other person, they also had some ideas and their ideas weren't picked, and they got really frustrated and angry about it. But I do feel like they now are able to understand how immature they were, and they do have this feeling of like, if we can reconcile, you know, if we can connect back with one another, that would be lovely. But I do feel like they're a bit in a immature energy. So if you do choose to, you know, just have a friendly work environment with that person, just be mindful that they are still very immature, and they could very well just create another big confusion. Okay. But yeah, I do feel like your coworkers see you as like wealthy AF. We have 9 and 10 of Pentacles, so everyone sees you as like thriving money wise and wanting to be in your shoes. And there's definitely this thing of I do feel like there's also, I really feel like there's like an unexpressed friendship or even like unexpressed love. That reconciliation could be literally reconciliation, maybe you work with an ex, but I do feel like there is this energy of unexpressed friendship or unexpressed feelings and pride and all of that, because I do feel like you have someone that has you very deeply in their heart, and they do really care about you. This could even be like a crush or something, but they really hide their feelings. And whenever they it's almost like, you know, I see this queen has someone that is able to put their power in action, but not necessarily, it's almost like anonymous power, you know, anonymous action. If you get in trouble, then you hear that someone was actually like, they put a good word on you or something like that, you know. I do feel like it is this person. I feel like they do a lot of things behind the back or behind your back. Good things, very good things behind your back. And they do really support you. This could even be like a wrong gossip. I'm picking up on that hugely. I do feel like there could be some gossip going on or something like that. Or whenever that happens, I do feel like this person is always the first to say, hey, don't talk badly about Gemini. Because they don't deserve that. I feel like they really have your back. So I really love that person. They could be a water sign. Doesn't have to be. But yeah, we have water and earth energy. Strong earth energy. But yeah. You may even be like a Taurus, Gemini. Yeah, so let's take a look at your clients. So, how do your clients view you? Or think of you, let's say. What do your clients think of you? What can you tell us for Gemini? I'm picking up that for some of you, this client's part may be very significant if you own a business. So maybe that is hello if you jumped all the way to this part of the video. But maybe that was the part that you were really looking for, because you really wanted to know how the clients react to you or react to your ideas. That could also be something. But let's see. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I am picking up on big like lawyer vibes or something like that. Again, it doesn't have to be, but I really feel like, especially with protection and closure, I really feel like they're in. We're gonna have answers. This is such lawyer energy, so take that if it resonates. But I really feel like people, and we even have talent. Yeah, your clients really see you as like with a lot of power and a lot of talent. Specifically, and it's like anytime they need anything, you're really there for them, and so they really appreciate that in you. And with this protection card, they almost see you like a little earth angel. And when I say little, it's not that that your power is little, but it's like your actions may be really small, or your I don't know, like the things you do. The things you do sometimes is something really simple, has like sending just a little email to check on them, or even, for example, if you just deal with them on like a daily basis and you're constantly like customer service, it's like sometimes you go to their table and you ask, oh, hey, how are you doing? Is the food okay? Or you ask, oh, do you need anything? I feel like you're always very kind and generous with your time and with your energy, and they really do appreciate that about you. And I do feel like that is sweet. I do feel like there is also this sense of peace and tranquility whenever they are with you, whenever they go out of the shop or whenever they finish a session with you. I'm also picking up on like I am picking up on like with that teaching stuff, a tutor, or I'm also picking up on what is it? I totally lost it. Like psychology, or something around psychology could also be something like counseling, could also be like life coaching. But I do feel like there's just this thing of like your generosity. I feel like you're very generous. That is definitely how they see you. And you always have, it's like you were able to give them answers without really pressuring them. So let's say you work in like, I don't know, a food chain or something. It's not necessarily that you say, hey, eat this. No, it's like sometimes they may need a little help, like, what do you suggest, or something like that. And your answers are always like right on top, whatever you suggest. I feel like they are really happy with the food, and it's like, oh, this is the best thing I've ever eaten, and I really feel like they're really grateful for having you in their lives, and for knowing your business, for knowing your work. And I do feel like there's like, I really feel like there's something here about like transformation, and because like we have a lot of like butterflies and also a lot of purity, so it's almost like they're coming out from a winter period of maybe even depression, and it's like they're coming out of a rough patch. And whenever they connect with you, whenever they connect with your services, with your business, I really feel like they feel very light. They feel very welcomed by you. I also feel like you have a very beautiful smile and very kind eyes. I feel like just your facial expression whenever you're with them makes them feel really at home. And especially your eyes. I feel like you have really kind eyes and really I don't know, really compassionate eyes, you know, and I feel like you always make them feel heard, make them feel seen, and they really do appreciate that. I also feel like sometimes they feel a little bit sad that they can't, like they would like to tip you a little bit more, if that makes sense. They would like to pay you more, but I don't know why, but that is coming through. It's like, perhaps you don't charge enough, so maybe this, like, your clients are saying, hey, we appreciate the low prices, but like you deserve so much more, you know. I really feel like there's something around that. I also feel like there's something here, and I don't think it's like all clients think that. I do feel like it could be like a regular client or something. And there's something around like your connection with your work is like, oh, you deserve to be paid more. Maybe they have even already, I'm getting this as like more of an elderly person, and they're like, oh, sweetheart, you should be charging more, or you should ask for a raise. Why don't you ask for a raise? Or, you know, don't you want to go to somewhere else? I feel like your talents are not being fairly used here. You know, you could be doing so much more. There is something here around like they really want to see you grow, and they really want you to be more. And their perception could be that you're not paid well, or you're not appreciated in your work environment. But I do feel like that definitely comes from like a regular client or something around those lines. Let's see here. Let's pull some tarot. Yeah, definitely. And it doesn't necessarily have to be only about like promotions or money wise. I do feel like, you know, 5 of Wands and the Devil, 7 of Swords, maybe they have already picked up on like some sort of gossip or some sort of co-worker situation. And I also feel like there's something like, I really feel like your boss is really detached, emotionally detached, and I feel like your clients may see that, and what they think is that they are really toxic, and they are really like unforgiving, and like not a really good person, and so they really think that you deserve more. But I also feel like this is related with the work environment, and it's like, honey, don't get too attached to this situation, because you deserve way more, and if people don't realize your worth, then you have other places to go, you know. But I also feel like this is definitely talking about your skills. It's like you're able to transform. We have here the opposites. This is the same card, but it's almost like heaven and just thinking of the word inferno, which is in Portuguese for hell. Yeah, so it's like, it's almost that thing of like heaven and hell. And I really feel like you're able to take them from a very dark place to a very good place. And there's also something, you could also deal with like manifestation or something, and it's like you were able to create their dream life, or help them create their dream life. Even if you don't deal with manifestation, it's just the things that you help them go through really help them rise over the situations and really accomplish a lot more of the things that they wanted to accomplish in their life. I also feel like with the 7 of Swords, there's something about like you being genuine, because I feel like perhaps, especially if this is like, if you deal with law or something, is like they may have been tricked before, and you're very honest, and you're very like, your work ethic is really, really good. I really feel like they had gone through some sort of situation where a past lawyer said that they were going to fix something, and then they didn't do anything, or something like that, or they eluded them and said that, oh, we're gonna get this solved, you know, and then turns out, oh, that's actually not possible. And I feel like you're always very upfront, and you're always very honest, like, hey, this is the best case scenario, but this is the worst case scenario. And, you know, I feel like you will give them perspective, and that is something that they also appreciate. And so they really love your work. They really, really do. And again, I really feel like there is someone here. I really get that there's a more like old soul energy, or again, I am picking up on a little bit more elderly energy. And it could even be, we were talking about like family business. It could even be like your grandma or one of your grandparents, or like a grandparental figure, let's say, that is, I'm also hearing like great aunt, that is like, oh, are you really being like paid enough by your parents? You know, are you really sure you're in the right place? So I really feel like there's just this really sweet elderly energy around you in terms of a client. and they really do appreciate your work, and they really want you to be well paid. Okay, so that is really cute. But yeah, I think those are your messages. Let me just see. Let's finish up here with some advice, I guess, just to see if there's anything else your guides want you to know, or your boss, coworkers, clients want you to know. But let's see. Anything we need to know for Gemini's career? Any advice? Aha, there we go. Okay. So we do have 35 sharks. Swim away from this situation. There's that coworker. There's someone really filled with jealousy, and like, okay, just swim away from that. We also have thorns. Weave together the crown you deserve. So I really feel like, again, it's that really pure, sweet person that you have around you, that they're really supportive of you. And there's definitely this thing of like, work with them, you know, even if you want to. We even have here, like, take yourself out on a date. If you want to grab a coffee with them, especially if this is a crush, I really feel like they have a crush on you too. But I do feel like this could be an amazing friend. And if you don't go out yet, then definitely like ask them for like a coffee, or, you know, if you're interested in that, into getting to know them a little bit better. But I really feel like there's like, it would be good if you would spend a little bit more time together. But this is also about, like, I feel like it's also talking about you going towards your dreams and you going towards the things that you want to accomplish, because they're going to be you're going to be able to achieve them. Okay, so Gemini, this is what I have for you. This was lovely. I hope it resonated. Hope it brought a little bit of perspective and insight in the situation. Don't forget to smash the like button and to subscribe if it did. And you can also check out my other channel for pick cards, the Bird's Nest Tarot, and the link below in the description box for private readings. Okay, so with that being said, I love you very much. I wish you the best, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.